Guido coming at you with a tactics talk. Thanks for tuning in. I do appreciate it. We've loaded in my low tier 8 German premium heavy tank to Sacred Valley, spawned in the northeast, and I have headed over here to the heavy brawling zone. We are going to talk about, on this one, RTB. We're going to call it RTB. Anybody know what RTB means? Return to base. Foreshadowing. There are a few things in this game that you would call absolutes. There are lots of different ways to win. There's lots of ways to fight tanks. Some things work better than others, but they rarely come close to being absolutes. Except for one thing, in my opinion, and it is this. If you win your flank and your other flank loses, such that your cap can be in danger, always turn around and go back. Now, I said that's close to absolute. I'm sure you can come up with scenarios where that is not true. But if you're a 45 to 50% player, and every time you won your flank, you simply turned around and went back to base, you could improve your win rate by up to 5%. I have no way to prove that with actual numbers, but I will tell you, if you want to delete the 5% that I just made up, I guarantee you will increase your win rate some percentage by doing so. So I have gone over here, and you can tell right now, take a look at the mini-map, and project into the future from this mini-map picture. And this is what you need to be doing as a new to intermediate player. And it is difficult to get into your cross-check the mini-map. Never mind analyzing what it may mean right now, and then even more difficult pushing into the future. But I'm probably giving you a pretty easy one right here to take a look at and figure out what is probably going to happen right here. We're already down 3 tanks. They lost in the southeast. Foch is about to get overrun. And we continue to fight here. Now, the timing of the RTB is important. It is here in this part of the game that I realize I'm going to have to go back. Well, right now, I've got the IKV, the RD, and an AC-48, and I can't really turn tail with these guys right this moment. I would like to clean up these heavies and head back. The other good news for me is I'm not that far from my cap. So we'll take him out, and I am now turning around. You'll notice that I ignored a T-28. It is now getting close to that time where I must move. In fact, I might be slightly late at this point based on what I'm seeing. So instead of trying to get that one more shot on the proto, I figure my team's got him, and I am headed back. Look where my team is going. They continue to push. I am the only guy going back. Click on there, and I've got a 34-100 screening. This is the most dangerous thing about trying to reset a cap, especially when they have a lot of tanks like this. If they send screeners out, now it's just a plain old lucky shot, but it had to be taken. If they send screen tanks out, it is difficult to get at the cap without getting shot in the rear and wrecked. But I'm going to get in here and see what I can do. I know it. Oh boy, here comes the T-54. So I've got to deal with him, unfortunately, and this is a good move on his part. Some help from my teammates who are now coming back. And I've got to get to cap. So I'm just going to start driving to cap, and I'll shoot him on the way. Now I've got to get there. And the enemy team is doing their best to hide. They've got 2 guys on. There's WT. Shoot him. Oh, just got hit. Fix the gun, because I'm going to need that accuracy, aren't I? So immediately fix it. I know I need the accuracy for the situation that's going on. Shoot him, but he's not actually on the cap, so that was a mistake. BTU's right there. Now I've got to make something happen, so I'm going to try to get a shot on this stair. And the accuracy comes through. Thank you, low. And that was a close one. Finally, my teammates are here making it happen. They drive right in. Nice job on the pick, JP2. He just goes at him. The thing about going at someone like that right there is it turns turrets. You can see that the 30-45 wants to kill me. I'm able to bounce the Tiger P. Take him down. Ram death. And now there's just 3 tanks left, and we know where the A44 is. E75 is taking it on. And we will end up winning this battle. I'm not going to show you the rest of it. We got to track down there and deal with the WT. We end up finding him hiding still on that hill right there where he is right this moment. Had he actually moved up as a sidebar, had he actually pushed up with his tanks and supported, even if it had only been up to here to shoot down on us, more than likely they win this battle. But Camping Cat, sitting back, has done nothing for his team and pretty much ensured a close game turned into a loss for his team. However, back to the RTB, like I said, you've got to analyze the minimap, you've got to project or try to project into the future what's going to happen, and then start reacting early, vice late. But you got to clean up the side you're on, obviously. You don't want to turn rear end to them. Enemy team did a pretty nice job trying to screen and hide, but ended up losing. I would say that once they saw us coming back, they should have just pushed into us, flanked us, and taken us down instead of attempting to hide on cap. That gives up the initiative. Well, I hope you learned something. I hope you like what you saw. If you did, make sure you subscribe. I appreciate your support as always, and we will see you.